Hi, welcome to the Information Systems Management course. My name is Yeliz, I'm your course coordinator, and I will briefly introduce you to this course. I teach it with Ehon Berghout and Laura Marster. We also have three fantastic other members. Your tutorials will be presented by Lotte and Aneta, who are our teaching assistants. Finally, if you have problems about team formation, you can contact our secretary, Iris. I want to briefly mention my own background and how I use it to teach you. You'll see that I have a variety of experiences in teaching abroad. Therefore, those of you who come from abroad, I can also relate to you and what you have learned in your own universities. What I like to do is I like to bring my industry experience in working in information technology, consulting, and project management, and use different anecdotes in order to make the contents in the book more relevant to real life situations for you. So from time to time, I tell you different anecdotes in the hopes that it will help you picture what's going on a bit better and also make the class a bit more fun. In this course, we have 8 different objectives. Basically, we're aiming at teaching you about the basics of what information systems are and what are the new technologies that we have right now, from social networking technologies to cloud computing to ERP systems to knowledge management systems, so that you have an idea of these different systems and how you can use them in your own fields when you get into your own fields. We want to give you also very hands-on skills with 3 case assignments. And these skills are about determining IT strategy, making decisions about project management and project planning, and lastly, taking a business process that probably isn't working very well and being able to re-engineer it. So we hope that you will learn quite a lot from these cases and enjoy them. You will see our course plan here, and we've tried to actually mix it up quite a bit so that you see different people every week and not have a very monotone teaching. We have 3 tutorials for each of the cases that will be done after you submit the cases. But before you submit the cases, we have provided you with different date and time options where you can ask us questions so that you prepare it to your best ability. In order to sign up for practicals, please go to Group Enroll in Nestor and select your team. By selecting your team, you will have determined which of the sessions you will go to for the first, second, and third tutorial. So if you're tight on time, if you have things that are scheduled during the tutorials days, please be as quick as possible in selecting your team before the teams are filled up. We're using this year Strategic Management of Information Systems book. This book is in its 5th edition, which we've also used last year, so you can borrow or buy it from your friends from last year. If you want to use an older edition, here in the slide I've provided you with some differences with the 4th edition, but it is your own responsibility compared to different editions if you have an older edition. Let me briefly introduce you to what an information system is and how we have structured this course. So we take information systems to have 4 components, 2 of them social elements and 2 of them are technical elements. These are technology, the process that the technology is built on, the people who are actually part of this process and they are users of technology, and the organizational structural elements that affect the technology use. We will see in class that if you change any part of these 4 elements, the other parts of the elements will be influenced. And Generally, in companies, organizational strategy should influence information strategy and therefore should influence the different elements of information systems. Therefore, we built a course on these elements starting from company strategy, going to information systems strategy, and lastly, talking about each of the elements of information systems. So we will cover topics like IT project management, IT governance. We will introduce new information technologies. We'll talk about how we change business processes. We'll talk about global leadership, IT security and ethics. And we hope that you will enjoy all of these elements and learn a bit from each of these elements. If you have further questions, please take a look at the course program before coming to the lecture. And if you have other questions, feel free to email me, call me, or come to my office. Looking forward to seeing you in the first class.